Hey guys, welcome back to my channel for another video. I hope you're doing well, and if you're new here, welcome and thank you so much for clicking on this video today. If you are new here, I would love it if you would subscribe if you do enjoy this type of content and hit that notification bell so you do not miss a video. Today we're going to be taking a deep dive into the Vallow-Daybell Doomsday cult case. I'm sure most of you have already heard about this case, however, it has recently gone to trial and we are learning graphic new updates. On July the 11th, 2019, police were called to the home of 45-year-old Lori Vallow, where she lived with her 62-year-old husband, Charles Vallow, and her two children in Arizona. Lori's brother, 51-year-old Alex Cox, had shot and killed Charles Vallow in what was claimed to be an act of self-defense. Alex claimed that he had confronted Charles for allegedly abusing his sister when Charles attacked him with a baseball bat, striking him in the back of the head. Police did not pursue any charges, believing that Alex Cox feared for his life. The two children, 16-year-old Tylee Ryan and 7-year-old JJ Vallow, witnessed the fatal shooting. This would be the first of many suspicious deaths in Lori Vallow's radius. Not long before Charles Vallow's death, he made a police report stating that he was worried for his and his children's safety. Tylee was Lori's daughter from a previous marriage, and she and Charles adopted little JJ Vallow, who struggled with autism. At first, Lori was described as a very patient mother who was perfect to attend to JJ's special needs. However, she became obsessed with the Mormon religion and the end of times. Charles said that she began acting strange and would refer to him as a zombie and that he was not her husband. She began reading multiple books related to the end of times by a man named Vallow-Daybell. Lori met Chad at a Preparing of Life event in 2018. The two were introduced by Lori's best friend, Melanie Gibb. Lori Vallow and Vallow-Daybell became extremely close, saying that they had been married in 7 previous lifetimes. The two began having an affair behind Charles and Chad's wife Tammy Daybell's back. After Chad's death, Lori moved her and her children to Rexburg, Idaho to be closer to Chad. Lori had told her friend Melanie Gibb that Chad had began having visions that Tammy was not going to live a long life. In September of 2019, Tylee Ryan and JJ Vallow went missing. Tylee was last seen on September the 8th, 2019 at Yellowstone National Park along with her brother JJ, her mother Lori, and her uncle Alex Cox. JJ was last seen on September the 23rd on doorbell camera playing with his friend. The next day on September the 24th, Lori had called the school and told them that she was going to be withdrawing JJ from all classes as she was going to be homeschooling him. The day after Tylee Ryan was last seen, Vallow-Daybell sent a overly detailed and suspicious text message to his wife Tammy. He told her that he was going to be burning the limb debris by the fire pit before the big storm came and that he had shot a raccoon. Ironically, Alex Cox's phone placed him in Vallow-Daybell's backyard the day after both children were last seen. On October the 9th, 2019, Tammy Daybell reported that she had been shot at by a masked man. 10 days later, she was found deceased in her bed. Her cause of death was initially believed to be natural causes, and Vallow-Daybell said that she had gone to bed the night before with a horrible cough and died in her sleep. He also declined an autopsy, which is extremely suspicious. Tylee Ryan's older brother Colby grew suspicious when he had not heard from her. He sent text messages to her phone indicating that he was worried and received replies back from her phone saying that she could not talk right now but was safe. He also made multiple calls to her phone which went unanswered. Tylee Ryan's biological father had died years prior from a heart attack. On November the 5th, 2019, Lori and Chad got married in Hawaii. Later that month, JJ Vallow's grandmother, Kay Woodcock, requested a welfare check as she had not heard from the boy in months. The police visited Lori's home and she told them that JJ was with her friend Melanie Gibb in Arizona. Initially, Melanie lied to the police for Lori, but later called them back admitting that JJ was not with her. This is when the police realized that Tylee Ryan was also missing. A nationwide search was launched for the missing children. Meanwhile, Lori and Chad went back to Hawaii and were living it up without a care. In December 2019, investigators grew suspicious of Tammy Daybell's death and exhumed her body for a second autopsy. It was discovered that she had died from asphyxiation at the hands of another. On December the 12th, 2019, Alex Cox reportedly died of natural causes due to a blood clot. Due to the timing of his death and him being linked to the disappearance of the children, I think they should definitely be taking another look at this. On January the 25th of 2020, Lori Vallow-Daybell was served with a court order to produce her children. She was arrested on February the 20th for failing to comply and was extradited back to Idaho to face charges. On June the 9th, 2020, police began a thorough search of Chad Daybell's property, including his backyard. Human remains were discovered in a shallow grave exactly where Alex Cox's phone pinged, and they were later identified as the remains of Tylee Ryan and JJ Vallow. Chad Daybell was arrested, and the two were charged with first-degree murder. Chad was also charged with his wife Tammy Daybell's murder, and Lori charged with Charles Vallow's murder. The trial was put on hold multiple times due to COVID restrictions, and Lori Vallow deemed mentally unfit. The prosecution sought the death penalty for Lori, however, that was removed from the table. On April the 11th, 2022, Lori was deemed fit to stand trial. The trial finally began on April the 10th of this year. Lori's best friend Melanie Gibb testified that she stayed at her home in September of 2019. When asked where JJ was, Lori told her that he had been acting like a zombie and that Alex had to take him away. She also testified that she had been asked to lie about his whereabouts. A recording emerged of Alex Cox saying that he was going to be used as the fall man. I believe that he was correct in saying that, and that Lori and Chad took him out so that he could not tell the truth about what happened. That actually scares me because it makes me think that this may affect the verdict due to the fact that one of the main witnesses who may have been responsible for the actual killings is no longer here. I really hope we're not going to see another Casey Anthony verdict. But as always, I would love to hear all your thoughts and comments down below. What do you guys think of this case? Do you think that Alex Cox really was their fall guy and that they got rid of him? Do you think that the death penalty should have remained for Lori? And of course, stay tuned for the verdict. I hope you guys will take care of yourselves, and we'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for joining me today.